Shortly after my marriage, my husband learned the cold truth. He did not get married to Shani's perfect wife. Instead, he was married to a DCW, domestically challenged wife. Good evening, Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests. It's 30 years since we got married, and mine was an arranged marriage. You must be wondering, why did I get married the arranged way? Well, to tell you the fact, 30 years ago, you could not fall in love with a man if you did not know how to cook. After all, the way to a man's heart is through the stomach, don't you agree? So if I can't cook, how can I fall in love? So, outsourced the job to my mother. My mother was so happy to arrange my marriage. She decided that I have to marry a chef. So she looked around for a chef, but there was no chef. A chemical engineer proposal came along, and my mother thought to herself, well, if we can put all those chemicals together, we can put some food together. At least Jasmine will have some food on the table. And I married poor Wilfred. Well, after we got married, came the day I did not cook in my in-laws' house. No way. No way. In my own house, I cooked. The rice was one gooey mass, fit for the bookbinding shop. The vegetables, a burnt salad, and the meat charred beyond recognition. My husband, poor guy, he ate all of that. But soon, they say love is blind, and right after marriage, he's very much in love, right? But that curtain started retracting from his eyes, and he started seeing the real Jasmine. So he came home one evening and he said, honey, there's a Toastmasters club, I hear. Maybe you can learn how to make some toast. By the way, at every meal, I raise a toast and top it with speeches of themes. Talking of cooking, it's the pots and pans that needed to be cleaned. This domestically challenged wife has to do it all. And in my household, I don't know about yours, our coffee tables, our end tables, our night tables, the floor, the bathroom, just everything. Just grow dirty plates, dirty spoons, dirty forks, dirty glasses. Everywhere you can see them. Nobody's laughing. I wonder if it's true in your house, but it's in my house. The same go with clothes. Well, if you want to get clean clothes in my house, you just go to the dryer. Or you might find it in one of the laundry baskets. But be careful. There are the soiled clothes also, so it might be mixed up too. You never know. Okay, you talk about dust. I came to Toronto thinking there will be no dust. I live in a condo and the windows are sealed. But there is dust in our condo and I can't understand it. I've become very creative about this. What I've done is I use all my furniture wherever I find dust to write my message boards, my messages, love notes to everyone. Yes. The children came along. That's when we added the M. So now I got the DCW and M, domestically challenged wife and mom. Well, I have trained my children well. Whenever they talk during the class parties about bringing things, my children have to volunteer plates and cutlery. That's all. Imagine competing with those Martha Stewarts, the eponymous of housewives. Those are the moms. Ooh. So I have trained them in that and another thing. They know how to order from any restaurant. And it's a very good thing right now because food seems to be cheaper in the restaurant sometimes than even cooking at home. It's 30 years since I got married. Arranged marriages do work. Well, for my 30th wedding anniversary, I went to my husband and I looked at him and I said, 30 years, we got to do something really special. Take me to some place where I've never been for a very long time. He looked at me, he held me, he hugged me, and I was so happy. There was romance in his eyes were twinkling. I snugged up to him, he held me, and he took me straight to the kitchen. He's still dreaming and hoping that I'll become Shani's perfect wife. Mr. Toastmasters.